Yes, thank you for having me today. So far, in the very interesting discussion, we've heard how we plan to manage this emergency situation, this crisis, this dependency from natural gas, from Russian gas practically. So we see that governments, also the Greek government, is prioritizing new infrastructure, more reliance on LNG. We fire up again the coal plants. Part of the discussion, however, is not the fact of who pays the bill, because we neglect to refer that it's an emergency situation that is incurring very high costs for the consumers, for the governments, and also for the industry. This has, of course, political effects in our continent and also competitiveness effects in our continent. Why this happens? How could this be avoided? The solution that we all know is renewable energy. Renewable energy is the only solution that can provide cheaper electricity, can reduce geopolitical reliance because it's locally produced, and also it can be environmentally friendly because today the geopolitical crisis effects that we see are minimal in front of an environmental crisis effect that we could see in the coming decades. In this sense, I think that what we face today is partially because we avoided in the past to look seriously into how to move faster towards renewable energy. And this is what we have to do today. In Greece specifically, I think that there are two main issues that we need to confront. One is grids. As we have discussed, we need to modernize grids. We need to utilize the complete capacity of the grid. We need even to change the way that we perceive how renewables are connected to the grid. And I think this is something that today is one of the bottlenecks that we face. There are many projects that are in the queue to get connection terms. This creates a kind of a delay and also questions among investors. I think this is something that should be managed in the coming weeks in order for the projects to start moving ahead. The second is to understand how can we move faster in new projects. We need to evaluate who can build, who has the capital to build faster projects, who has the ability to build faster projects. We are very happy that in Greece we happen to have some of the biggest global companies in energy who have actually proven that can deploy really fast huge volumes of renewables projects. And now we need to find the projects. And to find the projects, of course, we need a new law, as the minister mentioned earlier, but also we need to understand some alternatives, and we need also to seek for new, more innovative ways. And some of these ways are not, let's say, handled yet. One idea could be the repowering. In Greece, we were fortunate enough to have assets since the 90s. These projects are a very good opportunity in the already impacted areas to utilize completely the resource that we have there. So repowering should be one of the priorities for the existing assets. The second could be the hybridization of projects. It's very easy to utilize the complete capacity of allocation. It's wise to build together wind and solar projects coupled with a storage that will practically increase the performance ratio of the whole installation and provide something similar to base load to the system. And the third axis, I would say, is storage. And this is where we need to become even more ambitious. We already work for almost 2 years now in a new law that we see in the coming days how this will be implemented. But I think that storage is a new technology that must couple most of the renewables installations in the country.